Here's a little story about a man with a shed. He was really bored, so this is what he said. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna get on the radio. So now in his shed, he does a funny show. Broadcasting, that is. Radio Gold. It's pretty funny.
Boom, we're in, Joe. We're logged in.
Awesome.
We're powered up. Of course, if you've lived under a rock for the past at least winter or fall, whatever, when we started this shindig, you're listening to The Shed Show. And I am Uncle Bobby, Uncle Robbie, whatever the fuck you want to call me, dickhead. With me is my bong smoking buddy, Joe.
That's me.
No, that is not sound effects. That's the real deal. Or is it? Or is it all a front? Are you playing a character right now, Joe?
Who knows? Who knows?
No one really knows. So, we both have, I guess, adult things we have to do today. Chores, whatever you want to call it. Joe's got to shovel snow. I have
Make love to Debbie.
and make love to Debbie. For shoveling the snow, I assume that would be your reward, right?
Yeah, that's what I give her when she does a good job. She gets some cock.
I have to hang up lights and I get nothing for it. So
You get $20.
I get $20, which now I have a choice. There's a few things I could buy, but I can't buy all three because apparently I'm not a man and I don't make money. I guess. I don't know. I thought I did. But and perhaps I do.
Bitch, Bobby.
Perhaps I do. I just don't control it.
Liz says you're a bitch, Bobby.
You know, it's hard to ask for. I would have been all right with 40. To be honest with you, I was pushing for 60 because I wanted 20 for medication. I self-medicate because I'm a doctor. I have an
20
MD.
for anal loop.
20 for cigarettes, and then
20 for anal loop.
and then 20 for. I wanted to upgrade my Spreaker account.
He wanted 20 for anal loop.
That's 60. But I tried to tell her. I know we got a couple extra bucks right now, because believe it or not, we went to Disney World with $1,000. Came back with 200. That's actually not that bad.
Somebody be getting supersized fries today.
Yep. That's true, Joe. That's true.
Supersize those fries, Paco.
Mama got a little extra money this week and didn't have to share it.
Want an apple pie today too, motherfucker.
Yeah, I should go clean out her car. I'm going to start cleaning out her car every day just so I can keep track of what she's buying. Because that's how I know she's buying stuff too. Like, she buys stuff too. I might buy things that are a little different and perhaps to some morally incorrect. But nevertheless, everybody has their hobby, right? Well, you know, I want to buy a bottle, of rum every like once a month or something. Why shouldn't I be able to buy it?
I don't know, Bobby.
You know, but no, someone can have. I go into the passenger seat car and I gotta I gotta sit on top of mounds of friggin' soda bottles and McDonald bags. I'm not sure that's fair.
What the fuck are you doing?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fucking. I think we should have an intervention with her.
Yeah, an
I
intervention.
would like to be part of it.
Yeah, and somehow, as long as it gets me more money, I'm with it. The goal is to get me more money. I need more money. You know, my problem is it goes right into her bank account now, and for some reason I'm an idiot and thought that would be a great idea. Well, because what they were doing is put in my own personal card that unemployment gives you. And the thing about that was I'd have to take out the bulk of it to give to her anyway. And then it would cost you every time you took money out. You know? So I'm like, well, at least it goes right in her bank account and it saves on that. But the problem with that is now I realize I have no control over the money.
Yeah. And now you're in her trap.
Yep, now I'm in her trap, see?
Women. The deceitful ways.
Sons of bitches. So, we do have a plan for the show. We're gonna bullshit for a minute or two. Then we're gonna take a break, play a couple songs, and then when we come back, we'll do the news. How's that sound, Joe?
Yes.
Sounds good, right, buddy?
Kill, Becca, kill. There's kids over front that need killing.
Is your dog a good guard dog? Because my cat's not a good guard cat. The cat just ran in the head while people went in there and threw a party in my house while I was gone.
My dog woofs at everything. Barks at. Only barks when things are actually coming in the house, but woofs at everything. She gets up in the window behind me.
Yeah.
And everything that she sees up there, she goes, woof. 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 And only when somebody comes in the yard does she actually break into bark.
I'm surprised no one locked me up yesterday for being crazy, put me in the crazy house. And I'm surprised I don't have a crazy jacket on right now because I'm like having a conversation with the neighbor's dog yesterday because I borrowed his ladder to put up the lights, which I've only put up half of them, and that's what I got to do after this. Got to put up the other half. But anyway, I went and borrowed the ladder, and I went and put it back, and she was in the yard, his dog, and in his yard, which is surprising because normally she's in my fucking yard, right? Well, she's fucking barking at me. I'm like, yo, bitch, you got balls. You're in my yard all the time. I don't bark at you. I'm like yelling at her. I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna bark at you. How dare you? How dare you prance around my yard like you own the fucking place, and then I can't fucking return a ladder. I wasn't even stealing anything. I was putting it back. She's barking like crazy, like I'm fucking doing something wrong. I should have kicked her. Sometimes I want to. Believe me.
Here, Becca. Come on. Why she won't come see me today? She wants to go outside. She's mad at me. We haven't gone walking in 2 days.
So I tried to squeeze money out for a pay account, but that ain't working. I've got some decisions to make.
Well, I told you could come over on mine.
Well, we're gonna have to. Yeah, you got to give me the password.
Holy fuck!
You know.
I'll figure it out here. I just logged into Facebook.
Well, oh God Almighty, here we go. That's the problem. Ooh, we got somebody in the chat.
Who's in the chat?
It's Jen Love Muffin. Yay! Cookies and Alice Cooper. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Jen, a.k.a. Love Muffin. I missed you. I haven't talked to her, actually, since I've been back. How's she been? I'm pretty sure I haven't. I've been going through some technical difficulties with the cable.
We're quite out of the norm. Around here.
Yeah, cable was off for 2 weeks because we didn't plug something in.
Oh, yeah, I gotta check something out here.
You got to plug something in.
Bobby, I'll kill you.
So, Jen, just in time to hear some music, because we're going to a break. But when we come back, we're going to do the news. So, see you all in just a few.
Wouldn't you like to hear your name on Shillbilly Internet Radio? For only $19.95, we'll give you a shout-out live on air, absolutely free of charge.
You know Hitler and Lecter and Bundy and Stalin, Casey and Rader and Ridgway and Manson. But do you recall the craziest one of them all? Rudolph the Psycho Reindeer had a very shiny gun,
like a light bulb.
and if you ever saw it, You turn around and run
Really fast now.
all up to Mother Reindeer. Used to laugh and call him names.
Like Wacko.
But then he got a shotgun and he blew them all away.
Like snowflakes.
Then one stretch-filled Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your gun so bright, won't you shoot my wife tonight? Then all the police caught him, and they shouted out with glee,
Yippee!
Rudolph the psycho reindeer, you're gonna get the death penalty.
Who's your daddy?
My father. Who's your daddy?
My father. And he's better than your daddy.
Huh? My daddy can bench press 400 pounds, 800 if he uses both arms.
My daddy can make a delicious pizza using nothing but found items from your backyard.
My daddy ran a marathon in under 2 hours on his hands.
My daddy was the lead singer of 90% of all popular 80s hair bands.
My daddy runs the economy from an office buried deep within the Earth's core.
My daddy catches swordfish with a fish sword. A fish sword.
My daddy has a monkey butler that brings him bananas and fresh herbal teas.
My daddy won a Pulitzer Prize the last time he wrote a list of groceries.
My daddy was arrested once for smelling too good and for being too handsome.
My daddy kidnapped himself and then escaped instead of paying his own ransom.
My daddy jumped out of a plane and landed safely on another plane flying at a lower altitude.
My daddy conducted all the surveys used over the past 30 years on the Family Feud.
My daddy invented the wheel.
My daddy invented inventions.
My daddy put up a cardboard cutout of himself in our cul-de-sac for crime prevention.
My daddy is an astronaut fireman specializing in space fires.
My daddy plans to relax by working on an oil rig when he retires.
My daddy has a festival set up in his honor called DadCon where people cosplay as my dad.
My daddy choreographed a knife fight for Michael Jackson's Bad.
You mean Beat It?
Yes, that.
My daddy can get gardens to grow just by looking at them in a nurturing manner.
My daddy challenged the Hulk to a fight, but the Hulk got scared and turned into Bruce Banner.
My daddy won a Best Daddy competition where he and your daddy were the only competitors.
My daddy was an editor on Alien vs. Predator.
Really?
Yes, but he was uncredited.
My daddy is an Olympic gold medalist in all events except not being awesome.
My daddy genetically engineered a plant to grow fully fried onion blossoms.
My daddy could beat up your daddy.
That's it?
Yep.
My daddy was elected president, but he turned it down because he was like, I don't feel like it.
My daddy released the Kraken just so he could smite it.
My daddy wins every card game he plays except solitaire, where it's a draw.
My daddy has never failed to retrieve a prize at that game with a claw.
My daddy created a barbecue recipe beloved by people of both North and South Carolina.
My daddy was asked to build a fence once. Maybe you've heard of it. It's called the Great Wall of China.
My daddy can teleport.
My daddy has telekinesis.
My daddy can telekinesis port, meaning he has the ability to move objects with his mind and then mentally transport himself over to where he moved them so he can then use that object over in that place that he moved it to.
My daddy knows how to end a song perfectly, just like I do.
Who's your daddy? It didn't end.
Yo. This is my bad news intro. This just in. I got bad news for you. A fire broke out. It was the whole state of Florida. When it comes to bad news, there's no one better. I can only get hard now when I'm reading a newsletter.
In her will, Smith also intentionally omitted to provide for her spouse and other heirs, including future spouses and children, and other descendants. They will... Who writes this stuff? God, it's amazing. Are you guys lost like I am? It's like nobody talks the way that this stuff is written. Some intern at NBC News Channel writes this crap.
A little bit, filled in with some air,
Okay,
not
so
as lower
Chad,
pressure, but
Chad,
Camille.
Chad.
Let me talk, Carol.
Translate that for us.